Hello everyone, and welcome to Mr. This is the Caribbean, and here is the Bahamas. Now, let's have a little look around, shall we? By the year 800, the Taino people from South America had canoed over into the Bahamas via Cuba or Hispaniola. The Taino were farmers and fishers who, in the Bahamas, were spared the conflict with the island Caribs that the Taino elsewhere were engaged in. So the centuries slipped away, and one day a Taino guy was walking along the beach and saw this. That's right, the Bahamas was the first place in the Americas that Christopher Columbus set foot on. He had set out from Spain to find another way to get to India, and this is why the Caribbean is still also called the West Indies, and Native Americans are called Indians. The Spaniards did not at all try to curry favor with the Taino, but instead used them to work in mines on other islands. Their numbers decreased alarmingly due to disease, but aside from being a handy abduction zone for cheap labor, Spain did not bother settling the Bahamas. It was Britain that was destined to colonize it, which it did in the 1640s, initially as a haven for persecuted Puritans. 2 decades later, New Providence Island was settled, and 2 decades after that, it had to be settled again, as Spain burned the first settlements down in revenge for Britain butting into its monetary machinations. The 1690s to the early 1700s saw the Bahamas, and its capital Nassau especially, become a key haven for the real pirates of the Caribbean. Britain was at war with France and Spain, and they raided Nassau, reducing it to charcoal. Abandoned and lacking a government, Nassau became a kind of capital of the pirate world, home to such infamous buccaneers as Jack Rackham and Blackbeard himself. The Crown of Britain would not tolerate these treasure-hunting, rum-swilling, swashbuckling predators of vessels forever, so they sent in Woodes Rogers. And don't let his innocuous face fool you. He succeeded in defeating the pirates and re-establishing government in the Bahamas. After the American Revolution, loads of loyalists and their slaves migrated to the Bahamas. But after Britain ended slavery, the British Navy would seize slave ships and free the Africans on board. The economy entered a long era of hardship, and the Bahamas began doing whatever it could to make a buck, including blockade running for the Confederates in the US Civil War, supplying liquor during the 1920s Prohibition, and more recently, being a key port for shipping illicit drugs into America, especially cocaine. As governor in the early 1940s, the Duke of Windsor, who had been King Edward VIII before abdicating, made an effort to help ease the country's poverty. But things did not really pick up till the 1960s, when tourism boomed after travel to Cuba was banned for Americans. This, and its being an ideal income tax-free spot for foreign millionaires to hoard their wealth, sped up the development of the Bahamas, which today is classed as very high. The first black leader was Sir Lyndon Pindling, who oversaw his nation's independence in 1973. The economy grew further, and tourism remained strong, as the weather here in the Bahamas is reportedly sublime. Except for the occasional cyclone, of course. And a lot of famous people own properties here, such as Bill Gates, Michael Jordan, Shakira, Sean Connery, Johnny Depp, Tiger Woods, John Travolta, and the Bahamian-American actor Sidney Poitier. So that was our super quick look at the Bahamas, and until next time, bye-bye!